Oh my god, this World War II pilot died chasing a UFO. Kind of.
On January 7th, 1948, Fort Knox Military Base received numerous calls from Kentucky Highway Patrol about a large circular object flying through Marysville, Kentucky. About 30 minutes later, the object was visible to tower operators of the Godman Army Airfield that determined the object was not a U.S. aircraft or a weather balloon. In response, a squadron of fighter pilots were sent out to find out whatever this rogue aircraft was. One of the men chasing after the UFO was 25-year-old Captain Thomas Mantell. Though Mantell was young, he was considered an exceptional pilot and was awarded numerous medals for his contributions during D-Day, specifically successfully landing a heavily damaged aircraft vehicle after sustaining fire from anti-aircraft devices. The fleet of fighters continued chasing the mystery craft as it gained elevation at 15,000 feet, 20,000 feet. At around 22,000 feet, the rest of the fleet stopped and urged Mantell to do the same,
Where
but
did
he
you
was
go? Stop, it's
relentless.
too
As he
high.
thought this object posed a real threat to the United States, he pursued the craft to 25,000 feet until everything turned black. The Army determined that due to the lack of oxygen available at this altitude, Mantell passed out after surpassing 25,000 feet of elevation. Mantell's aircraft suddenly made a speedy descent towards the ground and inevitably crashed, ultimately leading to the loss of the young captain's life. The press exploded over the incident, and questions and concerns were immediately raised in publications. What was the object? How could this happen? Was the US going back to war? The last question being of particular concern, since World War II had just recently concluded, and the public feared it was a Soviet advanced spycraft. Additional rumors began to stir that Mantell's aircraft was riddled with tiny holes and was considered radioactive at the wreckage site. But these claims were disavowed by the military despite Mantell telling the control tower what he was chasing appeared to be a, quote, metallic object of tremendous size. So, what was the military's explanation then? Well, according to them, what Mantell was chasing was actually a skyhook balloon, which was part of a secret operation conducted by another military base that Mantell and Fort Knox wouldn't have been privy to. But it should be noted that other famous UFO incidents, like the Roswell incident, have also been attributed to skyhook balloons, and that the military back then was not as forthcoming about UFO reports as they are today. So, what do you guys think happened? Was this just a tragic accident caused by a lack of forewarning to Fort Knox? Or was this actually a cover up by the military for one of the most polarizing UFO reports of all time? Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Thanks.